Welcome to Decay Factor. Today is Thursday, October 9th, 2025. Let's take a look at the market and see what's happening here. The E-mini S&Ps are down by 31.5 points. That puts us at a 0.5% down. The VIX futures are up by 1.31%, coming in at 1775, 1778. Let's sort by percent change here and see what's happening with everything else. NVIDIA up 2%, VIX up 2%, VIX futures up 1.5%, Amazon up 0.71%. On the other end of the spectrum, Apple is down by 1.6%, Microsoft's down by just shy of 1%, same with IWM, Tesla's down 0.8%, DIA down 0.7%. Let's take a look at the portfolio and see what's happening here. We'll go to our activity tab and see what's happened since our last session together. So today is 10-9, I believe. On 10-7 on our session 2 days ago, we about to close our Chipotle Mexican Grill short put. And I think we talked through the details of that one. I don't remember specifically. IREN was later in the day. We did a roll of IREN, roll the puts up. The call side was breached. And then in yesterday in HUT, we rolled puts up, call side was breached. And then in VO today, we bought to close for our profit. Profit target. Let's go take a look at NVO and just see what happened in that one. So you can see we have the 45.75 short strangle that we bought to close. And that was yesterday. And then on 9/25, we rolled it from October to November. 45.75. So we rolled the 50.65. So we opened this position on 9/15 with an initial credit of $1.21. So let's pull out the calculator. We'll put $1.21 here. Was our initial credit. Our profit target then would have been $1.21 times 0.5, which is 60 cents. So we'll put 0.6 here. And then let's follow the credits here. So $1.21 plus 75 cents when we rolled to the next cycle puts us at $1.96. We bought it back for $1.47. So we'll subtract that. And it looks like we made 49 cents on this one. I wonder why we didn't hit our 60-cent target. Interesting. Well, we made a profit. Curious why we didn't hit our exact target. But I'll have to go dig into that one and figure that one out. All right, so let's go back to the positions tab. We'll sort alphabetically here so that it's not bouncing around on us. We'll take a look at any positions that have legs in the money. We have an iron condor here in GLD. We'll go to the analysis tab. We can see that we are trading north of our long call. And so ideally, we want this to come back into this 340 to 350 range. So let's go take a look at the chart and see how realistic that is. If the chart will load. Maybe the chart is not going to load. All right. Well, let's take a look at deltas instead since we don't have a chart to look at. Our short put is at the 14 delta and our short call is at the 72 delta. So somewhere in between there is going to be the middle of our position. Let's try this. That is really weird. I'm going to pause the recording here and reload Tasty. All right, we're back and we have charts loaded here. GLD, let's pull it out to the 1 day, 1 year. And let's see what's happening here. Okay, so the range that we said we want to be in, 340 to 350 to be between our shorts. 340 to 350 puts us right about here. So if we take a tool, we do a price line, we'll set the coordinates to the coordinates to 350, and then let's set another one at 340, just so that we can get a visual. 340. Okay. So this is what we're looking for. We're looking for gold to come back into this range. Now you can see that we did have a down move today, so we should be positive on gold. Yeah, like 16 bucks, not much. You can see here, if we go to the analysis tab, why that's doesn't make a significant change in P&L for us. Like if we were closer to expiration, this theoretical line right here, this orange line, would more closely mirror the shape of this one. So as we get closer to expiration, that line starts to follow that shape of that risk graph for the iron condor. And then as a result, a move down in this underlying would result in a P&L moving a little bit faster. But as you can see here, this little gradual slope right here, we move down, doesn't really help us out a whole lot. But it is good to see this down move today in gold. And so hopefully we can continue that down just a little bit, maybe not too aggressive, land here in the 340 to 350 range, and be able to close this one for a profit or a scratch, if nothing else. Let's take a look at the P&L here and see what it looks like on this position. It looks like we opened it on 9.3 for a credit of $1. We rolled the puts and the calls to the next expiration, collected an additional 28 cents, and then we rolled the puts up, just the put spread up for an additional 45 cents on 9.6. So we have a total collected amount of $1.73 in credit, and then our total P&L right now is $2.35. So we're trading at 403. We need this thing to come down considerably. And so coming back into our range here will help that. All right, enough about gold. Let's go look at HUT. HUT is a short strangle. We have a leg in the money. We go to the analysis tab. We can see that we're trading at 45 with our short call at 44. And so from a delta standpoint, do we need to roll the puts up? Well, our net delta here is negative 38. I'm really okay with that. We have a short put at 36, short call at 44. If we go to the chart here, 36, was it 36 and 44? 36 and 44, the chart is what I want to look at. Yeah, so as long as we get down here, and we can put a price level here too. 44. As long as we get below that, we'll be in our zone. And 36. So somewhere, yeah, right around in this ballpark, it would give us the best case scenario. So I think it's very, 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 very doable. So we're going to hold on to this. We're not going to roll the puts up yet on this one. We have 43 days to expiration. So we have, 22 days to 21 DTE. So plenty of time. Let's take a look at IREN, another short strangle here. Analysis tab, again, trading north of our short call. Let's look at delta. It's 53. We could pull the deltas up here on this short put. So 60 and 41. If we go here, we're looking at 41 is here, 60's here. Let's neutralize the delta on this one just a bit. We're going to cancel that GTC order. We'll go to the 41 put here, roll strikes up, and let's see if we can pick up some deltas. If we pick up, this gives us 7 deltas. They get 10 deltas for $1.91. Let's go 9 deltas. All right, we're filled in a put roll up for $1.58 in IREN. We'll collapse this, open it back up, ungroup these positions, put them back together as a strangle group, and then let's go calculate what our GTC order needs to be. So we'll pull up the calculator here. We can see that we have the 48 put, 60 call, 48 put, 60 call in open position. If that's listed accurately there, this average trade price should be accurate, but let's just run the math. 389 plus 209 plus 158 gives us 756, and our original credit being 389, we'll divide that by 2, 194, so we'll subtract 194 from this, puts us at 562. $5.62 is where we need to set our order here. 562 as a GTC, and we're working. All right, the one thing I don't like about this is our capital requirement is pretty high at 5080, and I really don't like that. So I probably should have taken that into consideration before I rolled. So let's see if we can get this cap requirement down a little bit. Let's go. Let's do a quick roll, which means we're going to stay in the same cycle, or we want to stay in the same cycle. So let's bring our short, let's clear that out. Let's do a quick roll again. All right, so now we're in the same cycle. If we spread this out, and let's say we go to the 16 delta, and these bid asks are wide. So if we go out, or just wrapped around the expected move here at 45.85, 45.85, it's going to cost us $8.21, but it's going to bring our buying power down by almost $2,000, which I think is what we need to do. It's likely going to put us negative on this one, but that's okay. We'll buy the guts, sell the wings, recenter, and pull some risk off. Why not? Anything we can do to reduce risk. And so let's group these again as a strangle. Let's go back and let's run the math again on this one. Just make sure we're seeing the right position here. 45.85. You see 45.85 here. Looks good. Average trade price is negative 0.65. So this one, I'm going to rename this one to negative. That's going to serve as a reminder for me that I don't need to have a good till cancel order in here. In fact, I can't have one that would give us any kind of profit, which means we're kind of locked into holding on to IREN until the next cycle, which is fine. We'll roll it out. We'll collect some additional credits and then hopefully hit our profit target then. But for now, we're not going to have a good till cancel order on that one. If we take a look at capital requirement, it still shows 5080, but I think once we do a refresh here, we'll do this auto refresh report. Let's close it out. IREN, yeah, 2694. So we're in a lot better place there. All right, it's got an IV rank. Everything is above 30, so nothing to even entertain there. And then earnings 1023 in ITNC. We have a couple of weeks on, 2 weeks on that one. Let's look at ITNC and see what is happening here. We're down 91 in P&L. We'll give it another week. And CNC is coming up after that. How are we looking in P&L here? Down 38 in P&L. We're down a lot of P&L in all these positions. And the cool thing is we only have 2 with legs in the money, and we're short both of those. So, that's fine. That's our position. Our extrinsic value is really high right now for VIX to be as low as it is and volatility be as low as it is. So we have a lot that is has kind of really gone against us from a premium standpoint. But from a positional leg standpoint, we're still in a good place. So we'll hold on to these. All right. I really, from a buying power standpoint, I don't have the room to put anything else on right now so that I can effectively stay small. It helped a little bit earlier today when we had that NVO strangle closed. So we took some risk off with that closure, and I think I want to keep it that way. I want to stay small. I don't want any outlier move that's gonna take us down by getting too big. So on that note, I don't think there's anything else to cover today. Join us again tomorrow for another episode of Decay Factor. Until then, enjoy.